guys. Alright, so I just painted this 2019 Kia Forte Hood. Yeah, everything looks pretty good. It looks like it laid out. You saw I did that last coat where I went sideways. That was to kind of minimize and get rid of the tiger stripes, guys. That's a good little trick. You can actually widen up your fan pattern and go long ways up the coats. And you can also do that long ways the same direction you've been going. But basically is get your base to lay out the way you want it, because your clear is only going to amplify that. So if you see those tiger stripes in your base before you go into the clear, then you will see them through the clear coat. So, you know, you just want to get those out. Same thing with modeling, guys. If you start seeing cloudiness or whatever, drop back, do a drop coat, open up your fan pattern, and try to get those metallics and everything to lay down. This is a metallic paint job too. So just a little tip for automotive painting and stuff like that, guys. I know I don't cover it a whole lot on this channel. Honestly, it's kind of boring for me. I like to play in the realm of, I don't know, as far as Rustoleum and stuff like that, but whew. All right, take a breath. I know some of you guys always tell me I need to take a breath. So, all right. So, yeah, automotive paint job. There you go. Base clear, guys. Nason base clear. Shot at 28 PSI. Wide open trigger. Same as I do my Rustoleum paint jobs. And pretty decent results, especially for daily drivers. So, just a little bit of restoration work on a car that got hit by a deer. But anyways, all right, let's move on. Alright guys, for the ones wondering, this is the pillar blend I did the other day for the short, where I painted that whole pillar. And everything's looking pretty good, guys. Can't even see the blend line no more, can you? So, I'll have to do a video on it in the future, but trying to get this one done, guys. So, alright, moving along. What is up, guys, and welcome back to another day here at Whitley Auto Works. Today it's a little bit gloomy. It's really early in the morning, and I had some stuff I had to get done on this Kia behind me that I just showed you guys. A deer hit it. I had to replace the passenger headlight. The hood, as you can see, it's got a few dents in it, and a new hood for this was only 200 bucks. So I did that, and then of course I did the blend job on the pillar. Y'all guys can see the short if you want to check that out. But today, you guys have been asking for updates on some of the Rustoleum paint jobs I've done on the channel, and you know, just a walk around the shop. You guys, I got a lot of new subscribers that haven't seen the shop and have asked some of the same questions, like what size compressor do you use and stuff like that. So I'm gonna answer all that today, guys, with a full walk around to the shop, and you know, just kind of have some fun talking about future projects. So let's get into it. All right, guys, so the hood's back on, all fixed up. Not looking too bad. The rest of the car needs to be cleaned up, but that's the final results. Alright guys, so let's start off with this one. This is the one that's probably asked about more than any. My Rustoleum $300 color shift two-tone paint job with the Whitley Auto Works graphics. As you can see, I started doing some cutting and buffing on it, and it was turning out really good. But then I had a buddy of mine actually want me to come up to Long Island, an 8-hour drive, to help him because his grandpa had passed away. And, you know, he was needing a Corvette Stingray towed back. And this thing's been lowered 3 inches in the front, 6 inches in the rear, guys. I don't have an airbag helper kit on the rear. That's why I was going to work max speeding rods. And they sent one out, but, you know, unfortunately, it won't fit because I've cut up the stock location for a C-notch. So I'm going to have to custom mount and custom make brackets for the airbag kit to fix. But long story short, I had to actually cut the whole inside of the bed right here so that the tires would clear on both sides. And it sucks because I actually had to roll the fenders on the spot while I was there and pull them out, guys, which you know what happens then. It bacons them. And I had the trailer smack in the back of the roll pan in a couple areas, like right there. So this truck's been through it, guys. It really needs to be fixed. You can see where the fender's kind of buckled in right there where I had to roll it out. And then of course I cut all this inside lip off of the truck bed, sorry. But yeah, this truck's been through it. I started cutting and buffing on it, and it was starting to look pretty good. But you know, it is what it is. It's my work truck, guys. I drive my vehicles, and you know, these are not show cars. It does look really cool with the color shift paint job. I get a lot of compliments on it, and when I tell people it's Rustoleum, well, their minds are blown. It's just really cool, but it's a work in progress. And you know, I'm gonna keep doing stuff with it over time. We might even repaint it because you know how social media is. So since I'm doing YouTube all the time, guys, it's kind of one of those things that's on you to constantly change stuff up so that you can keep the ball moving pretty much on YouTube. So I might paint this truck multiple times on the channel just to show you guys different things. But that's what's going on right now with the shop truck. I hate that it happened with the bed, with the way it did and stuff like that. But hey, that's why I do cheap paint jobs the way I do on some of this stuff, is to have fun, to teach you guys. And, you know, if I had put a $5,000 paint job on this thing, candy paint job and everything else, I'd probably be crying right now. But, you know, it is what it is. I don't care. You know, I'm just having fun and showing you guys things and enjoying things on the channel. So, whew, I've been painting all morning. So, anyways, let me go show you Big Red, because a lot of people have been asking about that one too. So there's Big Red resting comfortably with the trailer on it, and here's the other trailer. As I've been telling you guys, we've been in the process of moving into that house right there. That's where my shop is at. This is the house I grew up in. I've been living at a different house in WENDELL and driving here every day, but my brother was living here. Now he's moving, so guess who's got this house? And we sold the other house. So let me show you Big Red real quick. Nothing fancy. This was the $60 Rustoleum paint job. A lot of people gave me crap for not putting hardener in it. It really needs some cleaning up. It's just been sitting. It's got a few bumps and bruises on it since then, a couple scratches. But once again, guys, we use our vehicles. It's a work truck. It is what it is. It does need a good clean up. And yeah, overall though, the paint job's been holding up fine. Not too bad. You could buff it out, you could cut and polish it and bring that shine back. That's just part of doing Rustoleum paint jobs in general. So yeah, that's Big Red. Let's keep on going. Now, did I mention a lot of times most of these cars kind of sit? Big Red, we only put it on the road just so that we can bring these trailers back. And as far as the Camaro goes, well, let me show you. So now we have my dad's Camaro. This thing has been sitting. Obviously, look at the flat tire. A lot of people gave me hate on this just because they didn't like the color blue. They thought it looked like a Ford blue. I kind of agree. I wasn't the biggest on the color. My plan was always to just preserve it enough till me and Dad could visit it again in the future. We did do a little bit of cut and buffing on this hood. It is a fiberglass hood. I had to remake this corner. It was actually broke off right here, guys. I don't know if you saw that in the video. So I had to remake that whole corner with fiberglass, and I showed you guys how to do that. And all in all, it's a good car. It's got a 383 stroker in it. So typical old school muscle. Nothing wrong with it at all. And, you know, he liked the color. It kind of grew on him. But me, I don't know. The paint job in general, I used U-Pole clear. I had never used it before, and I was not happy with that clear. It did not play well with Rustoleum. I took a chance, and I got burned. So, but that's real life. That's the way I live on this channel. And we will redo this paint job soon, guys. And we're going to put something a lot nicer on it. So, there's the Camaro. Alright, so moving on. A lot of you guys that are new to the channel have not seen my compressor setup. So a lot of you guys have been asking about that. So I'm going to take you behind the building and show you my compressor setup real quick. Alright guys, so this is my compressor. It's about a 20-year-old 5 horsepower Ingersoll Rand. And I got it running down into a reserve tank and then back up, and you'll see a filter setup right there, and then that actually runs into the wall back there. So that's my setup. This is a spare compressor I had at the other house in WENDELL. So I don't know, I might hook that in line or something, give myself more capacity, but don't really need it. It's just kind of a backup right now. So yeah, that's my compressor setup. And like I said, I've had that thing for about 20 years. So all in all, guys, my shop isn't perfect. It needs a lot of upgrades. The siding, this was an addition. We need to finish it. We started on it and the woods gave way now. I need to replace the wood and fix it. Like I said, I just inherited this whole situation. Me and my brother decided to switch places, so I had to move 2 shops and 2 houses. So as far as everybody asking me about content, why it's kind of gotten weird here lately and slowed down, and you see mostly spray outs, it's because I've been trying to do quick content I could get out, as well as I'm having people bringing me their cars, and just the whole transition thing to doing YouTube full-time and doing my own business full-time has been a little bit of an adjustment for me, guys. So bear with me. I appreciate you guys for not unsubscribing and for continuing to follow me and just kind of be patient. We are going to do more paint jobs. I know seeing full transformation paint jobs is a lot more fun than just seeing a fender painted all the time. But like I said, I appreciate you guys tremendously for sticking with me. I know this video today was kind of a little short and sweet. We will get back to more paint jobs soon. I've got another car in the works that I'm trying to get in so that I can do a really crazy paint job on. And like I said, if nothing else, we'll go back and repaint some classics that you've seen in the past year or two. Or, you know, customer cars are popping up all the time too. So I'm trying to stay busy with that and continue to do all this, you know. So that is Whitley Auto Works in a whole. We will have more, better, bigger content coming soon. I appreciate you guys for sticking with me. I'm John from Whitley Auto Works. I hope you guys have a great day. God bless, and I'll see you guys on the next episode.